Morning YouTube, friends and family. Tuesday. Another dank and dreary day in Maine where it mainly rains. I will be heading off to do install some lock sets at another job that my father's been working on, trying to help him out still. Spend the second half of the day probably over at that house that my father's building on his road. And you know what? The sun's gonna come out today. I can feel it. Can't you? It's just gonna come out. I'm sure of it. And I'm anxious for it. Hey, thanks for coming with me on my day, and we're taking it to the streets. This lock set I've installed hundreds of lock sets, and this one is just not working. And all I can come down to is that this is the wrong deadbolt. It just will not fit in this thickness door. I don't know. I've determined that I can, in fact, install the lock set, but not the deadbolt. The deadbolt that was supplied was for a door that was a ½ inch thicker. So I'll do what I can do and then move on to the next task. I should have only been there for about an hour and a half, but at the beginning Joe was talking and the homeowner was talking, and it was great to talk with them, and then it took me 15 minutes to figure out that the deadbolts just were not built for those doors, and then there was a bunch of other little things that I had to do. I just got this phone call from Joe. He's like, "You're still there? Why are you still there? That's crazy. This should have taken you like 3 minutes. Why are you still there?" Because 5 of the windows that he installed were not opening or shutting, and I had to look at those. The homeowner wanted an estimate for doing some insulation, so I spent some time, whatever. I think I've mentioned in the vlog before that that whenever I work with my dad, I'm never working fast enough, I'm never working hard enough, and I'm always overpaid. And so I just heard that on the phone today. "Are you still there? Well, you get paid too, blah, blah, blah." Now I do. Meow. Hey, kitty.
That's Breadbox.
Breadbox, that's his name?
Yes. Usually you can't get rid of him. Come on.
I know the book. From the pain.
The only safe place you can find to keep the kitten is
from the pain, I just wanna
finishing this job up, knowing my client thinks that I take too long doing what I do and I get paid too much to do it.
From the pain, I just wanna, I know the book, I know the book. Inside this, from the pain, I just wanna, I know the book, I know the book. Inside this, from the pain, I just wanna, I know the book, I know the book. Inside this, from the pain, I just wanna.
Drawer front's done. Completely done from my perspective. The faceplate wasn't even fastened. The drawers were not fit. Two of them didn't even work, so I needed to rework them in order to be able to do my job. And that's often the case, when you're acting as part of a larger team and you're coming behind someone else's work. Oftentimes, there's a few little details that were left unaddressed that you have to deal with before you can get on with what you need to get on with. Wow, right? All right, I just need to put this top on. Dale the painter has done a great job getting it coated up for me so I can pop that puppy on and be out of here. There's our new driver. Yeah, that's right, Milo. Sorry, your match was canceled.
Oh yeah, we still had practice.
I asked a friend of mine, a successful contractor, what was his secret to making his business profitable. 3 words, he said: follow the money. And that's always stuck with me, and I'm not the type of person that's really greedy to sort of try to grab as much as I can and do anything nefarious. So I just charge what I think I'm worth. And I try to work for people who want to pay for what I think I'm worth. I think that that's a fair thing to do. And I know that Joe and Andrea has always said, you can't work for your father. It's always going to end in some, blah, blah, blah. And she's right. And I just, it's mutually beneficial for very short periods of time, it seems. And then we just go our separate ways again. And that's fine. And we'll still work together again on stuff, I'm sure. But I'll be glad to move on to something different now. All right, I'm gonna check into the people, the family world. Well, kind of a sad note here at the end of the day. We probably are. We're missing a duck. And the strangest thing is that none of the other ducks, they seemed nonplussed. Like they were totally unfazed, just doing what they do as just, I don't know. So it might have just been plucked right out of the yard by a bird. I mean, in the past, when the ducks have been attacked, for some time later, they've been shell-shocked. And they like stay under the deck, or they don't come out of their coop, or they, all huddle together. So it's strange that the other ducks are acting like nothing is going on. I don't know. Got some bummed out kids though. Thanks for coming with me on my day. We'll see you guys. See you guys in the morning.